Welcome to Wisdom Life Channel. Have you ever felt lost, unsure of what truly matters in life? Do you sometimes wonder if you're living up to your full potential or if there's a deeper meaning to your existence? If so, you're not alone. Today, we're diving into one of the most profound topics of all, finding your life's purpose. In this video, we'll share powerful insights from Tony Robbins, one of the world's most influential life coaches and motivational speakers. Known for his ability to transform lives, Tony Robbins has spent decades helping people unlock their potential and live with clarity, passion, and purpose. This isn't just about finding answers, it's about asking the right questions. Questions like, why was I born? What is the true purpose of my life? These are questions that every one of us, at some point, asks ourselves. And today, we'll guide you through a journey to discover your own answers. Let's begin this transformative journey together. Finding meaning, the journey of self-discovery. The desire to find purpose, a universal human longing. Since ancient times, humans have always yearned to find the meaning of life. This is why philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Nietzsche spent their entire lives answering the question, what are we living for? Today, even though science and technology have advanced tremendously, the desire to find purpose remains a core human need. Take Steve Jobs, for example, who changed the way we live, work, and connect. In his famous 2005 Stanford commencement speech, he said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." Steve Jobs found his purpose through creating and contributing to the world. And so can you. You have the right to ask yourself, what makes me feel truly alive? The desire to find purpose is not just a personal wish, it's a universal need. It's like an inner flame that drives us to act, create, and contribute. As Tony Robbins once said, life is not about what you have, but who you become. The importance of purpose in our lives. Purpose is not just an abstract concept. It's what gives us energy, motivation, and perseverance to overcome challenges. When you know what you're living for, you'll no longer feel lost or directionless. Look at Oprah Winfrey, one of the most powerful women in the world. Coming from poverty and facing countless hardships, Oprah found her purpose through inspiring and helping others. She once shared, "The true purpose of life is to discover your gift, and the meaning of life is to give that gift away." When you live with purpose, you'll feel like you're part of something greater. You'll no longer be swept up in daily worries but instead focus on what truly matters. As Tony Robbins often says, when you know what you're living for, you'll find a way to achieve it. Why finding purpose is difficult? Even though everyone desires to find their life's purpose, not everyone can easily discover it. Why is that? First, we are often distracted by external things. Modern society pushes us into the whirlwind of work, money, and achievements. We easily get caught up in chasing short-term goals and forget the bigger question. What truly matters to me? Second, we fear failure and judgment. Many people don't dare to pursue their passions because they're afraid of failing or being judged by others. As J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, once said, "It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all." Third, we don't spend enough time asking ourselves. In our busy lives, we often forget to pause and listen to our inner voice. As Tony Robbins often reminds us, if you don't design your own life plan, someone else will design it for you. Where does this journey begin? The journey to find purpose is not a straight path. It requires patience, courage, and a willingness to face yourself. But the good news is, you don't have to do it alone. Start by asking the right questions, and we'll walk this journey with you. As Tony Robbins once said, life is a gift, and your purpose is to unwrap it. Begin your journey today, and we promise you, it will be one of the most meaningful journeys you'll ever experience. In the next part, we'll share with you 3 powerful questions to help you discover your life's purpose. The power of questions. Now, we want to share with you a powerful tool to help you discover your purpose. The power of questions. As Tony Robbins once said, the quality of your life depends on the quality of the questions you ask yourself. So, how can questions help you find your life's purpose? Let's dive deeper into this topic. Asking the right questions can unlock insights. Have you ever wondered why some people always seem to know what they want and how to achieve it, while others feel lost and directionless? The difference lies in the questions they ask themselves. The right questions not only help you understand yourself better but also open new doors and possibilities you've never considered. For example, instead of asking, "Why is my life so hard?" try asking, "How can I turn this challenge into an opportunity?" Tony Robbins often emphasizes, the questions you ask determine your focus, and your focus determines your emotions and actions. When you ask positive and constructive questions, you'll receive answers that can transform your life. Why generic advice doesn't always work. You've probably heard advice like, "Follow your passion," or "Be true to yourself." While these sound good, why don't they always work? The reason is that everyone has their own journey, context, and values. What works for someone else may not work for you. For example, Steve Jobs found his purpose through creating technology, but that doesn't mean you have to do the same. As Tony Robbins once shared, there's no one-size-fits-all formula for success. Success is when you live in alignment with your own values and purpose. Instead of applying generic advice, start by asking deep questions to discover what truly matters to you. Introducing 3 powerful questions. Now, we'll share with you 3 powerful questions you can use to uncover your life's purpose. These questions will not only help you understand yourself better but also guide you toward a path that aligns with your values and passions. 1. What makes you feel alive? Take time to reflect on the moments when you feel energized and happy. It could be when you're doing something you're passionate about, or when you're helping others. As Tony Robbins once said, "Passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what truly excites you." Write down the activities that make you feel alive and consider how you can spend more time on them. 2. What makes you feel most connected? Purpose is often tied to connecting with others and the world around you. Ask yourself, when do I feel like I'm part of something greater? As Oprah Winfrey once shared, the true purpose of life is to discover your gift, and the meaning of life is to give that gift away. Reflect on the relationships and activities that bring you deep meaning and connection. 3. What do you want to leave behind? Imagine the legacy you want to leave for the world. It could be an achievement, a contribution, or simply the way you've touched others' lives. Tony Robbins often says, "Life is not about what you have, but who you become and what you contribute to the world." Write down what you want to be remembered for and start taking action to make it a reality. The journey begins with questions. These questions not only help you discover your purpose but also create a concrete action plan. As Tony Robbins once said, "When you know what you're living for, you'll find a way to achieve it." Take time to reflect and answer these questions honestly. Write down your answers and consider how you can turn them into reality. Question 1. What makes you feel alive? As Tony Robbins once said, "Passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what truly excites you." This question not only helps you discover your passions and interests, but also guides you to activities that energize and inspire you. Let's dive deeper into this topic together. Discover your passions and interests. First, ask yourself, what makes me feel excited and full of energy? This is a crucial question to uncover your passions and interests. Take Elon Musk, for example, who has revolutionized the automotive and space industries. Elon Musk doesn't work just for money. He works because of a burning passion to make humanity a multiplanetary civilization. This passion has driven him to overcome countless challenges. Tony Robbins often emphasizes, passion is the fuel for success. When you do what you love, you'll never feel like you're working. So, how can you discover your passion? Start by looking back at your past. What activities have brought you joy and happiness? What did you dream of doing when you were a child? These questions will help you uncover clues about your true passion. Identify activities that energize and inspire you. Next, ask yourself, when do I feel most energized and inspired? These activities are often signs that you're on the right path. For instance, consider J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. She wrote her first book in a small cafe, fueled by her deep passion for writing. Despite facing numerous hardships, she felt energized every time she sat down to write. Tony Robbins once shared, "When you do what you love, you feel like you're truly living, not just existing." So, how can you identify activities that energize you? Try this simple exercise. List 5 activities that make you feel energized. It could be writing, playing sports, helping others, or simply spending time with family. Then, consider how you can dedicate more time to these activities. Reflect on moments of joy and fulfillment. Finally, ask yourself, when do I feel most satisfied and fulfilled? These moments often indicate that you're living in alignment with your purpose. Look at Mother Teresa, who dedicated her life to helping the poor. She once said, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love." The moments when she helped others brought her deep satisfaction and fulfillment. Tony Robbins often says, "True happiness comes from what you contribute to the world, not what you receive from it." So, how can you reflect on your moments of joy and fulfillment? Take time each day to journal about what you're grateful for and what brings you satisfaction. It could be a meaningful conversation, a small achievement, or simply a peaceful moment. These reflections will help you recognize what truly matters to you. The journey begins with passion. As Tony Robbins once said, "Life is a gift, and your purpose is to unwrap it." The question, "What makes you feel alive?" will help you discover your passions and interests, guiding you toward a path that aligns with your values and life purpose. Take time to reflect and answer this question honestly. Write down your answers and consider how you can turn them into reality. Question 2. What makes you feel most connected? As Tony Robbins once said, "Life is not about what you have, but who you connect with and what you contribute to the world." This question not only helps you identify your values and beliefs but also allows you to explore meaningful relationships and recognize the impact you have on others. Let's dive deeper into this topic together. Identify your values and beliefs. First, ask yourself, what truly matters to me? Values and beliefs are the foundation that helps you feel connected to yourself and the world around you. Take Mahatma Gandhi, for example, who led India to independence through the philosophy of nonviolence. Gandhi lived by the core values of truth and love, which allowed him to deeply connect with millions of people. Tony Robbins often emphasizes, "Your values are the compass that guides your life." When you live in alignment with your values, you'll feel harmony and connection. So, how can you identify your values and beliefs? Start by listing your top 5 values. These could be family, honesty, creativity, gratitude, or contribution. Then, reflect on how well you're living in alignment with these values. Explore meaningful relationships. Next, ask yourself, who or what makes me feel most connected? Meaningful relationships are often the greatest source of motivation and happiness in life. For instance, consider Oprah Winfrey, who built her career on connecting with her audience. Oprah once shared, "I believe the true purpose of life is to connect with others and help them realize their own value." Tony Robbins often says, "The quality of your life depends on the quality of your relationships." So, how can you explore meaningful relationships? Try this simple exercise. List 5 people or groups you feel most connected to. These could be family, friends, colleagues, or even a community you're part of. Then, reflect on what makes these relationships special to you. Recognize your impact on others. Finally, ask yourself, how do I want to impact others? When you recognize the impact you have on others, you'll feel a deeper connection to your life's purpose. Look at Martin Luther King Jr., who led the civil rights movement in the United States. He once said, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." His impact not only changed America but also inspired millions around the world. Tony Robbins often shares, "When you focus on contributing to others, you'll find the true meaning of life." So, how can you recognize your impact on others? Take time to reflect on your actions and words. Have you ever helped someone overcome a challenge? Have you inspired someone to pursue their dreams? These questions will help you recognize the value you bring to the world. The journey begins with connection. As Tony Robbins once said, When you connect with your values, with the people around you, and with your life's purpose, you'll find true satisfaction and meaning. The question, what makes you feel most connected, will help you discover meaningful relationships and the positive impact you can have on the world. Take time to reflect and answer this question honestly. Write down your answers and consider how you can deepen these connections in your daily life. Question 3. What do you want to leave behind? As Tony Robbins once said, life is not about what you have, but what you leave behind for the world. This question not only helps you imagine your legacy and impact on the world, but also allows you to define your life's purpose through a long-term vision. Let's dive deeper into this topic together. Imagine your legacy and impact on the world. First, ask yourself, how do I want to be remembered? Your legacy isn't just about material achievements, it's about the values and impact you leave on others. Take Nelson Mandela, for example, who dedicated his life to fighting for justice and peace. His legacy isn't just about becoming South Africa's first black president, but also about his message of forgiveness and reconciliation. He once said, "What matters is not how long we live, but how we live." Tony Robbins often emphasizes, your legacy is not what you leave for others, but what you leave in them. So, how can you imagine your legacy? Try this simple exercise. Imagine you're listening to your own eulogy. What do you want people to say about you? It could be your contributions to the community, the values you pass on to future generations, or simply how you've touched others' lives. Reflect on your contributions and achievements. Next, ask yourself, what have I contributed to the world? Your contributions and achievements don't have to be grand, they just need to bring meaning and value. For instance, consider Malala Yousafzai, who fought for girls' education worldwide. Despite being just a young girl, Malala inspired millions and won the Nobel Peace Prize. She once said, "One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world." Tony Robbins often shares, your greatest achievement is not what you accomplish, but what you inspire others to accomplish. So, how can you reflect on your contributions and achievements? List 5 things you're most proud of in your life. It could be a project you've completed, a relationship you've built, or simply how you've helped someone. Then, reflect on how these things have impacted others. Define your life's purpose through a long-term vision. Finally, ask yourself, how do I want to define my life's purpose through a long-term vision? Your life's purpose isn't just about what you do today, it's about what you aspire to achieve in the future. Look at Bill Gates, who transitioned from building a tech empire to focusing on philanthropy. Through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, he has contributed billions to improving global health and education. He once said, "I want to leave a better world for my children." Tony Robbins often says, your life's purpose is not a destination but a journey. Live each day with the awareness that you're contributing to something greater. So, how can you define your life's purpose through a long-term vision? Try this simple exercise. Write down your long-term vision for the next 10, 20, or even 50 years. What do you want to achieve? Who do you want to impact? These questions will help you clarify your life's purpose. The journey begins with legacy. As Tony Robbins once said, when you live with purpose, you'll find the true meaning of life. The question, what do you want to leave behind, will help you define your life's purpose through a long-term vision and create a meaningful legacy. Take time to reflect and answer this question honestly. Write down your answers and consider how you can turn them into reality. Bringing it all together, an action plan. We've now explored the 3 powerful questions to help you discover your life's purpose. What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel most connected? What do you want to leave behind? Now, we'll summarize everything and guide you in creating a concrete action plan to turn your answers into reality. As Tony Robbins once said, knowledge is only potential power. Action is real power. Let's get started. Reflect on your answers to the questions. First, take time to reflect on your answers to the 3 questions above. This is a crucial step to better understand yourself and your life's purpose. Look at Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in the world. He once said, The secret to my success is taking time to reflect and make the right decisions. Warren Buffett doesn't just invest in stocks. He also invests in understanding himself and his values. Tony Robbins often emphasizes, when you take time to reflect, you'll find clarity and direction. So, how can you reflect effectively? Try this simple exercise. Write down all your answers to the 3 questions. Then, review them and highlight common themes or recurring ideas. These could be important clues to help you define your life's purpose. Set purposeful goals aligned with your life's purpose. Next, set purposeful goals based on your answers. Goals aren't just about what you want to achieve, they're also about how you want to live and contribute to the world. For example, consider Elon Musk, who set the goal of making humanity a multiplanetary species. This goal isn't just a personal ambition, it's how Elon Musk wants to contribute to the future of humanity. He once said, "If something is important enough, you'll do it even if the odds of success are low." Tony Robbins often shares, your goals must be big enough to inspire you but specific enough to take immediate action. So, how can you set purposeful goals? Try this simple exercise. Choose 3 short-term goals and 3 long-term goals based on your answers. Make sure these goals align with your values and life's purpose. Embrace a mindset of continuous growth and exploration. Finally, embrace a mindset of continuous growth and exploration. Your life's purpose isn't a destination, it's a journey of constant learning and growth. Look at Oprah Winfrey, who has never stopped developing herself and expanding her influence. She once said, "Become the best version of yourself. That's how you can contribute the most to the world." Tony Robbins often emphasizes, personal growth is the key to living a meaningful and fulfilling life. So, how can you embrace this mindset? Try this simple exercise. Dedicate at least 30 minutes each day to learning something new. It could be reading a book, taking a course, or having conversations with inspiring people. Remember, every day is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. The journey begins with action. As Tony Robbins once said, when you know what you're living for, you'll find a way to achieve it. The question, what do you want to leave behind, will help you define your life's purpose through a long-term vision and create a meaningful legacy. Take time to reflect and answer this question honestly. Write down your answers and consider how you can turn them into reality. We wish you the best in finding the true meaning of your life, growing in the right direction, and achieving success. We deeply appreciate your support for the Wisdom Life channel. Continue following Wisdom Life to explore more meaningful and inspiring lessons. And don't forget to share this video with your friends so you can all discover your life's purpose and build meaningful lives together. See you in the next videos.